What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today, and we are doing a rebuild of the Las Vegas Raiders. And the Raiders had a couple of decent draft picks, a couple of reaches, a lot of people would say, and we're going to see how that turns out. Now, there's a little bit of a debate on who would get devs, who would, what devs they would get. You could easily make the argument that Henry Ruggs could be a superstar. However, we gave him star development. We also gave the guard Simpson star development. You can see him right here. And then defensively, we gave Arnett, should be star development. He should definitely be star development. And then that's pretty much it. All the other players we did not. There's a lot of receivers on this team. I'm not exactly sure where everyone should play, but we're going to put Ruggs at number 3. You don't draft a guy at 12 and not expect to at least see a lot of snaps out of him. Darren Waller, one of the league's best tight ends, just out of nowhere. Very happy to have him around. And offensive line, like we said, not terrible. Trent Brown, definitely a huge addition to come back, I suppose. Really not an addition because it's not his first year on the team, but he's back at least. Simpson, because he was injured, right? I'm almost 1,000% sure he was injured at one point. But John Simpson, definitely primed to be the replacement for Incognito at some point. Derek Carr, still on that, is he as good as he once was situation? Is it the team? We don't know. We'll find out. Josh Jacobs, one of the league's best. Most, not surprising. I can't really think of the wording I want to put here, but just a really fun guy to watch, I suppose. As a Packers fan, I don't like seeing him run, but at the same time, as an NFL fan, I like seeing him run. 88 speed, 91 excel. Fair, I suppose, fair. But yeah, defensively, that's really where we need to improve. Max Crosby, 100% deserves star development. He was one of the big surprises at, on the pass rush side for rookies this year. I can completely accept Clellan going down to normal, but I can't accept Crosby not at least being star development. And pretty much everything else is fine, I think. Abram, he's not injured anymore, and he was looking kind of promising for a little bit there, and by a little bit, I mean very little bit, but let's see what he can do now as an actual starter. This team isn't in the worst of spots, so definitely expecting decent things out of them. Also, expecting decent things out of someone. Speaking of, maybe leave a like and subscribe. It means a ton to me. It really, it helps a ton. It doesn't cost you anything, right? It costs you your freedoms, doesn't it? Because I'm basically enslaved. Let's not talk about that. Also, check out the second channel, PK Plays, as there's going to be an Animal Crossing video up there at 7 p.m. Central. So please, just do the first things. If you don't want to watch Animal Crossing, it's fine. But it's funny. This one's actually really funny. I make more crude jokes there than I do here. So, I don't want to throw you off of this channel, but if you want to go over there a little bit later, I wouldn't stop you. I wouldn't. I'm a nice guy. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that to you. All right, heads to the playoffs, which we are not in. We go 7-9. I'm not actually too mad with that. That's a pretty fair season, I feel. We had a really bad start to the season. Went 1-5, won 3, lost 1, won 1, lost 1, won 2, lost 2. It's a very, up and down season. And I would say Raiders fans are kind of used to something like that. Derek Carr, 4,400 yards, 36 touchdowns, 14 picks. Not bad at all. Josh Jacobs could be, hopefully I didn't call him Josh Adams earlier. I don't think I did. But Josh Jacobs, not bad at all. 1,400 yards, 10 touchdowns. Could actually get a dev up. Really good season, actually. Forget, not bad. Henry Ruggs, 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns. Could get a dev up. Same with Tyrell Williams. Hunter Renfrow, so-so. Darren Waller, pretty solid season. Blocking, kind of iffy except for the interior. Looking at the defensive side of things, Littleton and Arnett, both over 100 tackles. Maybe dev-ups for both. That would be huge. Sack totals, this is getting... Once again, you guys keep ignoring me. If I keep seeing ignorings of my question of do you guys get these kind of trash numbers or do you know how to fix this, I'm going to start ignoring the entire comment section. And I've already done that. That's how committed I am. It has nothing to do with laziness. I get it. Clellan wasn't great in real life, right? But 810 downs, you're telling me he's not going to get a single sack? A single one? I mean, these guys are playing almost 1,000 downs at times. Where are the sack totals, man? Like, come on, dude. It's not like, come on. How the hell did we even win 7 games with no pressure? Daniel Carlson, not a bad season, but not a great season either. Looking at awards, I kind of want to see Derek Carr. He might have actually done something with his life. Oh, we got to freaking do that. I swear I updated this. Oh, I did. That's why I was confused on which freaking roster to use. I did make an update, and I resaved it. Derek Carr, number 4. There you go. Finally found him. I did do it. Damn it. Offensive Rookie of the Year. I really thought Josh would have been up there. I mean, I guess to be fair, non-QB-wise, he was. So, Arnett, very high over. Did they change the sliders recently? Like, Arnett's all the way up to a freaking 82 overall. There might be a little bit of confidence in there, maybe. Maybe not, actually. Oh, Jacobs is superstar. I did not think that. I thought he was star. Arnett, apparently, like we said, 82 overall. He was young, so we'll allow the sliders to be where they are, but I guess he's the number 1 corner now on the team. Crosby not looking too bad. Yeah, did they make a change to slider XP? Because it seems like any guy that's like starred ever better goes up high. But you can see here, Darren Waller, he's 27 now, but still not a single upgrade throughout the entire season. So I don't know. I don't know. But let's see if we did have any dev ups. Go to the Super Bowl, see where we at. And yeah, I did say see where we at. Derek Carr, please be superstar. Please, for the love of everyone in the world. Ravens versus Cowboys. We have a Ravens Super Bowl win. Yep, we do. I knew it would be. Derek Carr, please. I need to see some yellow. Thank you, my dude. Thank you, my dude. Derek Carr is now a superstar development inside Deadeye and Pocket. I mean, if you're going to get any 2 abilities, that's not bad, right? Ooh, did Ruggs go up in dev? I think he did. Let's move everyone up a little bit. Ruggs at number 3. Might make his way to number 2 soon. Henry Ruggs, superstar dev, in-out elite, great ability. Anyone on the defensive side of things, really wish we would have seen Arnett, but we did see Corey Littleton go up, which, 26, it's not a bad dev up. We'll take that any day of the week. Linebackers outside of that, no. Once again, Arnett did not go up, and no one else on the defense, but still, not a bad upgrade at all. Is Nevin Lawson like 29? Damn! How did I know that? And yes, it was because you regressed. Stop yelling at me. So we have Nicholas Morrow, who I think is easily replaced. I know he's fast, but that's fine. Daniel Carlson. It was a very average kicking season. I think we're going to let him go. And where's all the money? I get Derek Carr basically robbed this team blind, but they lost Mac, right? Like, there's got to be something. Who's taking up all the money? Is it those risky free agent moves? Oh, my Lord. Trent Brown's making 21 mil? Thankfully, he's very good, but is he that good? Come on, man. So once we lose Joyner, Tyrell, Gabe Jackson, we'll be fine. I'm okay with Waller making that. Farrell. Is it Clellan Farrell or Farrell? I don't know, dude. Yeah, there's some hefty contracts in here for sure. Not really anyone we can get rid of. We do have to change these contracts. I'm not going to really blame the person who made this too much. It's already hard enough the way it is with EA always playing the way EA plays. And no, I wasn't saying like EA play the thing, no. Even though ironically those low year contracts would actually help us out. I don't know, this team is like kind of locked in on some of those contracts, so we'd have basically no money. And even though Clellan's not, I'm not really sure where Clellan stands on this team. Is it really worth paying that kind of money for Clowney? I don't know, maybe not. That's like at least 15 mil per year, which I think for him isn't terribly overpriced. Let's see if we can just get some steals rather than spending a ton on a guy that might not even perform. We got Zane Gonzalez as our new kicker and Vernon Hargraves as our new backup cornerback. Nice little safety net. We also got Nicholas Morrow back, which is kind of surprising. All right, to start the NFL draft, on paper, this draft actually looks pretty damn decent. Here are the names that we have on our board. We have Mr. Ryan Malone, a guy that could very well be gone at 12. However, Leonard Parker looking very solid at tackle, a big need. Maybe could slide inside if it ever has to come to that. Very athletic, kind of undersized for a tackle. We have a potential DT prospect. Not high on my list, but he was one of the better ones. Also, you can see this guy a little bit on the slower side, but decent potentials. And it is a, late second round pick. You also have Dalton Cooper. You know, these types of DTs have been great for us. A little on the undersized side, but still decent. And then you have Sparks, early 4th. I mean, there is talent across the board. We have Deion Samuel, decent potential corner. I don't know if we really need one. Safety, I'd like to roll with Abraham, or Abram, not Abraham. But we do need a new free safety anyways coming up soon. Case Ellis. That's one of the fastest 40s, if not the fastest 40 I've ever even seen in a draft. Is 4.46 the fastest you guys have ever seen? I think it's the fastest I've ever seen. And he's a late second. Derek Carr did play well, but you don't know how long that can last. His contract probably is coming up soon. Of course, the Lions take a tight end. It's a position that we do need to think about in the future, potentially. So you think you got your guy, you go for him. Seen the Packers do that with Mr. Jordan Love. I was probably going to go Malone. Not going to lie about that. Probably going to go Malone. What was our next pick? 19. Okay, that's very interesting. Now at 12, what do we want to do? I don't know if there's someone here for us. Leonard Parker, maybe? A little bit of a reach? Yeah, let's take Leonard Parker. Maybe a little reach. But he is very good. 77 overall hidden. 4th in true talent. Probably could have got him around 18, 19. But, yeah, not the year, of course. Look at that Excel. Jesus. Very good player. Honestly, a plug-and-play starter at left tackle. I don't tell me the lies that were detected. There was none. No lies were detected. This team doesn't have a second-round pick. Varga, late second. Well, this pick has to go into the second round unless we take Samuel. I don't think there's any other player worth a first-round pick on our list. Ooh, Bullard's good, too. This is tough, man. If we can get to 36 or 37 and gain, maybe, let's try to find a team with 2 second-round picks. Maybe the Bears, actually. We gave up 19 and a 4th next for 44, 58, and a next year 3rd, or was it a this year 3rd? I don't remember. The thing is, we might have to trade up because I think no later than pick 4 we'll see a quarterback. Yeah, this is... we might be able to get away with this a little bit. Okay, so the Cardinals, the Vikings would be primed. So would the Seahawks to take a QB here. So we need to move up now. So we trade 44, 108 for 38. Nevin Lawson's kind of just a pick there for them to be happy about, I guess. This is where we are most likely going to take the QB. I got to see who else is there, of course. Varga is a hard guy to pass on. Clelin Ferrell is a guy that I can believe in. But should we believe in is the real question. We do have Joey Forney, who's kind of a true strong safety type, but that's kind of what Abram is. But looking at Case Ellis, there's no passing on him. It's really just thinking about what we're going to do with the next pick. Case Ellis, easy pick. And a very good... ooh, this is going to be tough. I don't know what his dev is. Oh, my. He literally reminds me of Tyron Roberts, if you guys have ever heard of that guy's name. Just a small school project guy, you know, just saying. Very solid player. How do you not start him out the gate? I think it's because it's a realistic rebuild. Ooh, the Seahawks with the steal. Forney was actually really good. 74 overall. Pete Varga. Who the hell are we willing to let go? Of course, Varga's gone. Chisholm's gone. Pick 15 from the Packers. Lane Booth is not the prospect I want, but he is pretty damn young. 24 is not his age at all. It's 21. What do we have here? Early 4th? Yeah, I mean, we kind of need an early 4th anyways, so let's move to 26, see what we can do. Damn it. Yeah, I was really banking on Varga not to go, and as a 74 overall, I regret everything. That's a brutal take. Samuel Lyons probably on our list as well, 23, but that's fine. So we have Starks, who I might have called Sparks, and then Brody Morrison, who I did not know his coverage, unless he isn't, and it's just glitching. I thought he was a pass rusher, I swear. I remember him being... oh, maybe it was... I was thinking of the other guy, probably. So we get 65 and a next year 4th round for 58. And pick 1 of the 3rd will be this linebacker who hopefully is there, because this guy could actually be a huge difference maker, whether he's normal or star. Really good potential, super damn fast. Hoping for the best, though. Maybe he is hidden. And he is hidden. Yeah, not a pass rusher at all. So once again, I don't know what the hell I was seeing. I must have mixed him up with someone because he is not a pass rusher. But he's a decent coverage guy, I suppose. Going to be a plug-and-play starter. I mean, he's already probably one of our highest overalls at outside linebacker. I should not have done that. Please tell me that DT's there. For the love of jeez, this is a big move. It is nice. I mean, this guy looked, you know, combine-wise, potentials look decent, obviously, with the B+ power, but combine-wise, looked like a top 2 round kind of guy. But here we go, Antoine Starks. Let's go. Ooh, okay. So he's normal development. How old is he? He is 21, 78 power move, 79 speed. So not the worst pick in the world, but normal does kind of suck hard. And for our third and final pick in the third round, will we be taking someone? I can't remember. Oh, we made a mistake. No, he's still there. Samuel Lyons. What about the other guys? So Tinker might be worth taking. Glenn Pascoe. I mean, you could never have enough linemen. We're going to go to Samuel Lyons here with our late third. And a steal and a half. 23rd in true talent. Super strong. That is a good pick. That is an amazing pick. Definitely going to relax yourself. I'm ruining the picks here. Glenn Pascoe. Probably not the biggest need in the world, so we're going to move down. Linebacker, I guess Tinker is decent, but I don't know. His speed and all that is great, but the potentials were leaving some to be desired. Let's take a look at what we have left. So Jack Buck is the last one, early 7th. He looks decent, but I don't really like him as a 7th round player anyways. Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of stuff for next year anyway, so let's just take him. Jack Buck. I really wish I didn't. Another normal development player, but not a bad player. More depth, I suppose. And our final two picks will be a fullback and a punter. Teams usually take these kind of players this late, right? I think we can get away with this. Probably should have went for some sort of receiver just for the hell of it. Kevin Foley, the fullback. 32 in true talent. Now I'm starting to believe the true talent's wrong. And what the hell? Number 28? The hell number is Josh Jacobs wearing then? Seth Campbell, the best punter on the block here. 72 overall. 90. Okay, so 17 in true talent. Yeah, no, I don't believe in any of this. Also, it's not the block. It's the draft, pal. All right, let's take a look at these devs. I really don't care too much about the guys we passed on. Leonard Parker. These are some really big ones because linemen, I mean, this team is close. Ooh, okay. I mean, still star. Let's take a look at Ellis. This could be big. Obviously, no matter what, he's not starting this season. But if he's superstar, okay, he's star, but that's fine. Really good backup. One of the best backups in the league, basically. Brody Morrison, automatic starter, will be also star, unfortunately. Lyons was hidden. Come on, superstar. And he is. Is he able to play guard? Okay. Also, don't know why I said any other superstars, as none of these guys were superstars. These were all star. This guy was superstar. What about some of the guys we missed? Actually, I said I wasn't going to look. Ooh, 2 tight ends in the top. I said I wasn't going to look, but I have to. I have to take a look at Varga because that was... Actually, where's the other guy? Here's Bullard, 74 overall. Of course, he was hidden. That could have been one hell of a lineman draft. Actually, we really don't need him. We already have... Yeah, we're fine, actually. Star development there. Where was Varga? What about that corner? Where's the corner? Deion Samuel, 76 overall, hidden. Ooh, that guy looks good. Please be star. Oh, no. We sold. We literally had pick 19. This guy was on our board. He would have, with Arnett, they would have become the best dynamic duo corner in the having a stroke here. Cornerback group in the league. That hurts. That really sucks. I can't believe we blew that. Here's Forney, Joey Forney. Of course, just another hidden. Watch him be X Factor. Something tells me X Factor. Really, I honestly thought he was going to be an X Factor. I don't know why. It gave me superstar X Factor safety vibes. What about Varga? Here's Varga. Hidden. Okay. Let's take a look at this dev. Watch this one to be superstar X Factor. Oh. I can't deal with this. Please tell me this Booth guy was at least trash. Of course. 70 overall. 79 finesse. He had one decent potential. That was the one. Hidden development. What is it? Please be star. Okay, it is star. I'm not looking anymore. I don't know if we had any other guys on the list. I'm not looking. It hurts. It's painful. I'm not doing it. We trade Gabe Jackson to the Buccaneers for pick 87. Obviously, with the new regime there, they are ready to go. And that's a huge addition to them. Maybe we helped them out too much, but they're on the NFC side, so who cares? This is pretty much what the offense and defense is going to look like for the year. We do have 2 star. Parker's supposed to be playing right tackle, but, you know, or left tackle, but, you know, it is what it is. Trent Brown, I guess, will play the left tackle spot. To be fair, it is like an anchor position. Nah, we'll move him ourselves. Hunter Renfrow is going to be in the slot position as Henry Ruggs is clearly the deserved number 2 spot. We need a new running back to back up Josh Jacobs, but we should have a decent bit of money from Gabe Jackson to do that. And after the season's up, Trent Brown's going to be making about $7 million less technically, so things are looking good there. Let's move some things around. We have to move a lot of players around because I want Marquell Lee starting over Morrow. And then Clelin Ferrell, we will give the nod over Nassib, I guess. Cornerback, Hargraves will start at the number 3 spot. It's an improved team, but it's still a team that we've have some of the pieces we want specifically on offense. We need another season or two, though, to get them where we need them to be. Maybe even put some of those linemen on the damn training. Hey, I think we actually got a dev up. Mr. Trayvon Mullen. We did. Nice. All right, headed to the playoffs. The re-signings weren't really anything major, if any at all. And we do make the playoffs at 10-6. I don't know how the Chiefs keep just falling apart after, like, just a short bit. Their dynasty run is not one that seems to happen very often in Madden. I don't know what to tell you, but here they are. Let's take a look at the... Ooh. Looks like Case Ellis has a case to become a starter. 4 touchdowns as a backup as well. Not bad. Derek Carr had a tremendously poor season. 3,673 yards, 29 touchdowns, 7 picks. Rushing was down a little bit. Receiving down quite a bit, obviously we know because of the passing numbers. Let's actually take a look at the blocking. The line was more new, but I mean the blocking was technically better than previous years. Brody Morrison, potentially superstar. Corey Littleton, maybe superstar. Sack totals, Crosby with a nice season of 7, at least Madden terms. Starks, 4.5 on 7. Oh, he actually played a lot of snaps. Oh, God. Once again, though, Clelin, just don't worry about it, man. You don't have to play defense or anything like that. Zane Gonzalez, we did sign to a 4-year deal. He missed 5 kicks because 1 was blocked. 6 doesn't count. Rookie numbers weren't terrible. Ruggs with 1 touchdown, 600 kick return yards. Looking at the yearly awards, I will do that right away, okay? Stop yelling at me, everyone. Derek Carr is technically on the list. Rookie of the Year, Brody Morrison on the defensive side of things. Okay, so, there's that. I think Derek Carr definitely, depends on the contract situation, could be on his way out soon. I would say that contract, that hefty one he got recently enough, probably almost done with, right? It's got to be getting close. What's the contract? So he would be 1 year away from a contract year. So debatably a time to maybe trade him. We'll see. Damn, no actual overall upgrade. He did get a decent upgrade there, though. Throw power. I mean, he's a decent quarterback. It's just Case Ellis isn't much worse. Carr was kind of bad this season. And, that money, that number is pretty high. Derek Carr was front-loaded to hell, so we should be able... Wait, we actually had a bye week. How the hell did we get a bye week? But we should be able to actually get rid of him for actually saving some money as well if we decide we want to. But first things first, we have the Browns. 85 overall, us, 87 them. They had a pretty huge head start in overall, so not a bad little come-up here for the Las Vegas Raiders. Screw the Oakland one. I should have actually relocated, but meh, who cares? Everyone watching this, of course, but, other than, those people. Colts at 14-2. Winner of this game isn't really a winner, are they? Unless they're the Browns, because the Browns usually win the Super Bowl. This is going to be an unlikely story for us to win, right? It just doesn't look good for us. Huge touchdown to the feet. I mean, we are getting smoked. Huge run by Josh Jacobs. Keeps it manageable, but things are going to have to come alive here in the second half. Not bad. But the Browns are going to do Browns things. The Browns are just programmed in the game to just God tier it up. Like, look at that. Okay, dude. Okay. Derek Carr didn't get the job done here. Definitely something to think about for the offseason. 38-22. At least we got back to the playoffs. It's been quite some time. Derek Carr, 2 touchdowns, 212 yards, 63% completion. Not really the kind of game we need to see. Josh Jacobs is okay, but take away that long yard, that long run, and not a good rushing game at all. Receiving, Tyrell Williams, great. A guy that probably won't be here that much longer because he's going to start regressing. Defensively, no sack total at all. Literally nothing. No kicking. Man, what is wrong with the defensive coding in this game? It's just not good. Well, let's go to the Super Bowl, see what kind of dev-ups we have. Derek Carr is likely to be traded. I'm not going to lie. Packers, Browns. Browns with a Super Bowl win here. No, the Packers win. Okay, that's a little bit of a surprise. Let's take a look at the dev-ups. Obviously, Carr would not get one. Ruggs is the #1 wide receiver on the team now, apparently. Lions, obviously, we know is a superstar already. Once again, Waller doesn't go up a single overall. He actually regresses already. I didn't even know you regressed at 28. We're not the owner, though. But here, of course, you can see Morrison with a dev up. He's already the best linebacker by far on this team. Looking elsewhere on the defense, though, no dev ups, but that's fine. Oh, no, actually, there was one. Excuse me. Never mind. When was Corey Littleton's star? Did that happen last season? I completely just ignored it. I don't even know. But Morrison, obviously, the hugest upgrade out of all of them with probably 84, 85 overall. After one season, he got an ability of secure tackler. Can't go wrong with that. Like we said, those re-signings, nothing too major. I think we'll let Marquel Lee go. A little overpaid for a guy that really hasn't performed. Zay Jones was an experiment that just didn't really work out. Jerick McKinnon was pretty average. Another guy we probably should just replace. Jeff Heath, the team has a decent bit of depth at safety. I will give a re-signing to Quentin Poland. We'll give him a 2-year deal worth. We probably should give him a little bit of a bonus, but he's accepted it. Deshaun Kaiser, no thank you. Kendall Donnerson probably deserves a 2-year deal, right? 2-year deal, give him a little bonus. Give him something. Probably not a super great bonus, but it's better than not being employed, I guess. Kinda. Yeah, that bonus is still worth it. But looking at the free agents, okay, that needs to be fixed, because Willie Gay would still be on the Chiefs. We offered some contracts, Sheldon Rankins, we lost McKinley, and we actually got David Njoku on a decently cheap deal, a 4-year, 4 per year deal with most of it guaranteed, but I will pay that guaranteed any day of the week. I know the Browns didn't really utilize him properly, so we're probably going to follow suit, but one hell of a backup, absolutely insane backup actually, and this team is starting to come together pretty nicely. Of course, Tyrell Williams probably needs to be replaced soon as he is 29, already lost 2 speed. What the hell? He's not going to be that slow at 29. Come on now. Yeah, I really want to replace Clellan here, but it just never happened. Maybe in the draft, but we have a late pick, so it had to be kind of a Max Crosby lucky kind of deal here. Abram might have to replace him too. 24, normal still. I really am pulling for this guy, but we need multiple safeties, so there's definitely no reason not to at least go for one. Demarius Reynolds, 29. Joyner, can we actually get rid of Joyner? I know they paid him a lot. Apparently, we can give him... See, we can get rid of him, but I don't think that's true. Let me take a look. Oh, we actually can get rid of him, so that will save us quite a bit of money. Apparently, we can, at least. I looked at it. It looked like the most you would actually lose in real life is like $1 million, so that's still a good trade-off for us. Could move him to corner, but I don't think we really need to. Let's trade him off for like a 6th-round pick, maybe, to a team that really needs a free safety. Also, the Armadillos, a.k.a. the Chargers. Interesting. Here's the team, the Saints, no free safety, and they like to make moves in free agency and offseason in general. So, hey, so be it. But yeah, not a bad addition with Sheldon Rankins at all. Hey, we're in a good spot. We could trade Derek Carr, like we said. Let's see if we can actually get rid of him at all. Let's see if there's a team that'd be interested in him, actually. We'd save $18.5 million, and we'd only incur a penalty of $3.6, so we would save a lot of money. I'm kind of debating if we want to leave him on for one more year, though. Is that a good idea? If there's a team that actually needs a starting QB, we'll do it. I think this is a very good trade for both teams. The Patriots still rocking Jarrett Stidham. Is it Jarrett or Jason? I think it's Jason, actually. Derek Carr and a 6th-round pick next year for $51 and $115. I think that's pretty fair still. It is Jarrett, damn it. Yeah, 63 overall QB. We get an okay 2nd round. I think that's about fair. So we now have 27, 19, 27 in the 1st through 2nd rounds. We also have 3 3rd rounds, 2 4ths, a 5th, and 2 6ths. I do not know if we have a 7th, but I don't really care about that. Look who we got as a backup, Mitchell freaking Trubisky. 5-year options. Who wants to be? I do not think so. Colton, no, thank you. All right, start the draft. We have pick 27. There is a wide receiver that is mid-first. If he's there at 10, oh, a lot of linebackers. I might debate going for him. I might. I think we're almost certain to trade up in this draft. I just don't know how high. And our guy is still there. His name is Willis Randall. He looks really solid. 6'4", the perfect complementary wide receiver and replacement for Henry Ruggs over replacing Tyrell Williams, but that's a bit of a jump. We do also have a bunch of DTs. Maybe one of them could play defensive end. As you can see, 286. That's not terribly heavy for a pass rusher on the edge. We also do have Mr. Delonte Connor, who's not much faster, and he is quite a bit smaller. So there's options. You also do have Kendrick Bruton, one of the best wide receivers remaining out of the list I've seen. I really want Willis Randall, but pick 10. I'm going to see what it's going to take to get there. So we make the trade up 27, 51, and 85 for 10. I think we also do have to give them a 5th-round pick to make it a little bit more fair, which we will do right here. This is a very, very hefty trade up. Hopefully this works out because we did. I mean, it wasn't that bad for us, but we did trade quite a bit. What about this guy? Hutton? Nah, we're not going to do any of that. I also did not expect to get up there. Oh, he's 8'4", He's very talented, but 8'4" is rough. Do have some other guy, Cooper Trainer. I really didn't expect to get this high, so yeah, that's why a lot of these guys aren't on my list. But Willis Randall, 22, 6'4", top skills look insane. Please be a good pick. Okay, so we reach, but hidden 74 is literally all I need to see. Very good jumping. Actually a lot slower than I would have expected, but still decent, and going to be hopefully maybe superstar development. Hopefully at least a top player for us to have in the future. Looking at the draft board, those DTs are pretty much off the list. Chances of getting those are very low. Mid-second, Delonte Connor. Well, you can pretty much take Bruton off the list because there's really no reason to go for him. Let's go to the next round, and if Connor's there, I think we're going to trade up because Clelin Ferrell he's just not worked out. Ugh, yikes. All right, so we do have Delonte Connor. We also do have Clifford Reynolds, who looks pretty decent. A little bit slower than I'd like for his size, but very agile, decent excel, it would seem. Really good catching, pretty damn good man. We also do have a safety, Bola. That's not the E. So we get the Jaguars 59.93 and Colton Miller for 38, which is 100% fair. Let's go with Bola. A need. Okay, 70 overall hidden. I love it. 21 years old. A bit raw, but definitely a guy that could start rather quickly. Let's go to the next round. It might be another trade up just to land that tackle. I think that tackle looks very good, and there's not a lot here anyways. So Raymond Stackhouse. Let's trade up for Perry. We trade 91, 115, and Johnson for 65. Really, Johnson was just to fix EA's bullcrap trading system. We're also going to give them 187 and a 5th next year, which just about evens the trade. And now with this pick, we're going to probably end up taking our final pick of the draft, which is going to be Mr. Sean Perry. Not super athletic. Maybe plays guard, but I suppose a tackle for the future, perhaps. And that was a very good trade-up. I was hoping for hidden, but there's no guarantees, especially late in the draft. We have done really well. This is another one of our rebuilds where we've done really well in the draft, especially for offensive linemen. Probably not one we really needed it. This team's line wasn't terrible out the gate. Pick 6 in the 4th round. Anyone there? Who is this guy? No. William Kaysen. Honestly, that guy's not bad looking. This guy's not bad looking either. His strength is kind of rough. I suppose we'll take him, right? Not terrible. What about this guy? Okay, this guy could be our next pick. Are we going to trade up for that random player? Let's just go William Kaysen. Okay. Not the worst. Probably not a great pick, though. Let's go to the next round, see if he's there. That's safety. Can never have enough, decent good safeties. Jonathan Castle, mid-6. So Round 5. Was this actually our pick? No, I don't think it was. We traded a 4 next, a 6 this, for a 5th this, and a 5th next from the Raiders. For a safety who has good potentials, good combine, and he does actually look pretty good. Let's draft him. He is very good. 70 overall, normal. A little bit less hit power, but kind of reminds me of a potential Abram. Maybe we get lucky and he actually develops, though. I don't know, but Jonathan Abrams, his time here is kind of dwindling, so he really needs to step it up this season. This might be his final year to actually start, assuming Bola doesn't just take the job on him. And then we take a quarterback right at the end of the 7th round. Not the worst player in the world. 88 deep, 88 throw power, 78 medium, 72 deep. Definitely a little bit of potential there, to be honest. A little harsh to be a 57 overall with 78 medium, 88 deep. It's 88 throw power. Idiot. Keep wording things wrong. But here's Mr. Willis Randall. We're desperately hoping for superstar or better, and we get it. 84 is a pretty deserving number for this freaking monster. Okay, that is an absolute win. Might be one of our best trade-ups we've ever had, considering what position it was and how hard it is to fill. Really wish that safety was superstar, by the way. Sean Perry, star development. No real shocker there. And was that the final? It was the final superstar. Well, hidden anyways. I keep making mistakes. Keep calling hidden superstars for some reason. But yeah, this is looking pretty good. I really want to find a spot for our new receiver to start. We're going to take a look at Tyrell Williams' contract, because I'd say it's running out, and of course he is regressing. Ooh, you do save a lot of money. This team, man, I really want to get rid of some of these guys. I mean, why not, right? Tyrell, he's played okay, but he took a bit of a step back. I think Hunter Renfrow with Ruggs are that's the future at this positions. I think Hunter Renfrow in the slot makes a lot of sense. Randall as the number 2, maybe even steals number 1 spot at some point over Ruggs. Of course, Ellis will be the starter with Trubisky as a backup. I mean, we got to get a couple backup running backs, but this is a really, really solid looking roster. I will say the linebacker position's a little iffy, but overall I'm pretty happy with it anyways. And I think we'll let Bola play the backup spot for now. Maybe replace Demarius next season. Definitely have cornerback on our mind. Damon Arnett is looking okay. Mullen with that dev up was huge. Of course, defensive tackle position, huge upgrade in the offseason. And then Crosby is the only solid/decent pass rusher we have on this team. Right end is going to be the main focus. I don't know if we're going to actually be able to draft it, though, because once again, late first-round picks, assuming that's where we're going to be again. Not super easy to find a talented pass rusher. I wanted to give Philip Lindsay in free agency because he was let go. I guess Melvin Gordon won the job over there. But here we go in this type of free agency, I suppose. Trayvon Diggs, what the hell? We trade Tyrell Williams to the Redskins for a 3rd-round pick. I didn't think 67 is really what he's worth, but maybe they do a little bit better with him on there. I don't know. Perhaps, hopefully. Not hopefully, but hopefully because it'll be more fair. But we don't need Tyrell Williams, and we're actually saving a ton of money. This team went from situation in the cap to definitely one of the best teams in the league for cap situation. We got a really good backup system for pretty much almost every position there is. Improved defensive tackle position. Linebackers are looking okay. They're looking okay. We have Bola, who's going to be a decent starter at some point, hopefully. And then Randall, who should shoot up this receiver board and leave us with a pretty good squad. So this is going to be a tester season, but it could be a team that after next season could be the best in the league. All right, we probably already showed it, but this is what the starting roster looks like for Season 3? I think it's Season 3, right? Yeah, Season 3. No Derek Carr. We'll see if we made a dire mistake or not. We'll see also Derek Carr at the top 3 list in the award category, obviously. So we have some re-signings. Philip Lindsay asking for pretty much what I was offering him. I offered a 4-year, $22 million deal, I believe. We'll see how he actually plays to give him that contract. Mo Hurst, definitely worth re-signing. You guys see we have a ton of money to work with. What else do we have? Corey Littleton, a 4-year deal. I don't want to give him a 4-year, but I like him a lot. What's that 96 rating, by the way? 96 tackle. This man is lacking some of the stats that are important. Take away 5 on the awareness, 2 on the play rec, and slap it on block shed, and we got ourselves a beast. But still, I like him a decent bit. 1 upgrade points. This is a little hefty, but it's fine. We need a starter, and 4-year 30 mil is by no means that expensive. Malik Collins, probably going to let him go. What's that? Finesse got to be like 90, right? 86 finesse, so fair enough. Pretty decent finesse, because everything else looked terrible. Speaking of looking terrible, what about the fullback? Ingold, he's pretty damn decent. We do already have a fullback that we have. We'll think about it. Kwiatkowski, I think that's a pretty fair deal. Even if he doesn't start on the team, I'll take him as a backup any day of the week. 3-year 12 is nice. And yeah, we have a ton of money. Carl, sorry, you're wanting way too much. Demarius, we knew this was going to happen soon. But yeah, I mean, I would likely re-sign Philip Lindsay. Screw it. Philip Lindsay as well. Get ourselves a solid backup for the next 3 years. This team it's pretty good. All right, here we are, headed to the playoffs. We're looking pretty good. And it is pretty good. Okay, we did lose the last game, which kind of sucks. But another bye week, which is honestly surprising. And really surprising at 10-6. Case Ellis made a case for himself. 4,000 yards. I'm sorry. 4,000 yards, 33 touchdowns, 7 picks. Maybe Superstar Dev. Very close. We'll see. Philip Lindsay, 4.5 per. Josh Jacobs back up to 5 per. Really good season for him. Willis Randall, proven to possibly be the number 1 wide receiver on this team. Ruggs, still a good season. Darren Waller, really solid season. Hunter Renfrow, slot receiver, so it's going to happen. Linemen, especially the tackles, not really doing super well. Pass rush, final year of starting Clellan. I will say he did improve quite a bit. Max Crosby really didn't do too well, so I mean, it is what it is. Tackling, Littleton got that contract. Please go to Superstar. That's all I asked for. Zane Gonzalez, a huge upgrade at kicking. Seth Campbell, a little bit of an improvement. 7.7 per kick longer. Not bad. Any award wins? I would say maybe best running back. Ooh, Case Ellis, number 2 offensive player of the year. That's a Pro Bowl visit, I would imagine. Ooh, maybe not. One of these 3, well, one of these 4 hopefully made the Super Bowl, because that means Pro Bowl by default. Willis Randall's a Pro Bowler. Offensive lineman, we might have someone there. Yeah, we have Hudson at 4. Surprised we didn't have more than that, though. Browns with several guys. Oh, yeah, how was Derek Carr? Where the hell did we trade him? He's not on the list, so I guess this is like the first time ever trading someone didn't give us the old classic "they're a god now" treatment. Zane Gonzalez at number 2. Yeah, not a bad season at all. So 10-6 versus 9-7. We are a 88 overall. Not bad. 85 for the Bills. End of the game, please just win a playoff game, and we'll be on our way. 14-3 is not a bad start, but 14-10 is a decent bounce back for the Bills. Good job, defense, forcing a turnover. Defense doesn't really feel super consistent, but obviously either does the offense. This game, however, looking pretty good. The Bills, on paper, probably aren't the worst defense in the world, so 37 points it's pretty impressive. I will definitely take it. Take a look at those numbers anyways. Case Ellis played better than Derek Carr did last postseason, and with a worse Josh Jacobs technically. Receiving, I will say probably a little bit better receivers here. Defensively, sack totals, Clellan Ferrell, half of his entire season in one postseason game, but hey, came up clutch. Arnett and Mullen, the dynamic duo with 3 picks. Huge game for those two. And a trip to the championship game. This could be clutch as hell. All right, fellas, who's it going to be? The Browns? Are we all thinking the Browns? The Dolphins. Okay, this is interesting. This is interesting to say the least. 84 overall Dolphins. This is about as easy of a freaking playoff berth as we could ever get. So when we inevitably fail this, it's sure going to suck. And on the other side, San Fran and the Saints. I'd rather go against the Saints, not going to lie about that one. Tua Tagovailoa, starting QB for the Dolphins. Come on, offense. We'll take 3. Defense made another stop, then the offense gives it up. Fellas, As you will if you're the 8-7-1 Dolphins. You're going to be up 17-6. Okay, huge one. Defense failed, though. Okay, offense, did a good job. Defense, nick another play, please. Yikes. Come on, offense. Yes, good drive. Defense, please. Here we go. Come on. How? How are we this bad? We do make the stop with 3 minutes left. Can the rookie and company do it? The rookie and company of other rookies, ironically. Well, no. Before we do this, I got to see if we even attempted a field goal, because if we did not, I am force quitting and we're simming. We're doing it again. Nope, with 1 timeout and 9 seconds, they decided to run the ball, not call a timeout, and they just didn't attempt a field goal. So, everyone, welcome back to a redo of this. Look at this. Look at the game, though. Not a bad one at all. Well, we're redoing it. All right, EA, want to participate in a fair sim for once? That would be great. Here we go, end of the game. Really good start for the Dolphins this time. I mean, I guess to be fair, last time they had a pretty good start too. Not this good, though. I was about to say, they drive all the way down the field. Somebody's getting slapped over there. 14-10, we are now up 17-14, 24-21. This is a game and a half. Offense is doing well for both teams, but our offense is doing just a little more, and the Raiders are in the Super Bowl. Ellis did not play as good this time, however, did not throw 2 interceptions that costed them the game. Us the game. He also did have a rushing touchdown. We did have 2 rushing touchdowns total. They had a lot of touchdowns. Where the hell? I feel like they scored more than us. We must have had a lot of field goals or something. Apparently Denzel Mims over here. Defensively, sack totals, nothing really to report. Picks, Clelin Ferrell wilding out in the freaking postseason. Punt, 64-yarder. Who knows what that could have been? You know, that could have been a game-changing punt. That might have pinned them within the 5. I don't know. Take a look at those dev-ups. QB could be amongst them. Going against those Saints, I mean, it was the best case scenario. 89 overall. Let's take a look at the dev-ups. Come on, Case. Speaking of Case. Yikes. No dev-ups on offense to my knowledge. Case Ellis is an 85 overall, so he's pretty damn good. Deep accuracy is a little low, but we got a speed upgrade at one point and an excel, I believe. Not bad. Defensively, I do not believe we got a single dev-up, which is... Oh, no, we did. We did. Uh-oh, the savior himself saving his career, which I love, because obviously... With that star development, Bulla can start at free safety. You know, whoever makes more sense. I think Bulla probably makes a little more sense at free safety. Ooh, he's 6'1", maybe not. Abram can hit. Now they're both big. Yeah, Bulla at free safety after the season. But yeah, we got some safeties now. The DBs are actually pretty damn set. Let's do this thing. Come on, Saints. 86 overall, fair enough. We're an 89. I would assume Drew Brees is gone. Very good chance that is the case. So if that is the case... Okay, I'm just saying. Please, for the love of Jahiz. All we ask is this final one. Barry Bray. I think I seen that guy high on one of the awards lists, which is brutal. There you go. 7-0 start. Defense, good stop again. Offense really needs to make a play out of that, though. It's a really quick first half. We get 3 before half, which is huge. 21-7, 21-10. Offense is showing up, and the Raiders are the world champions of football with a 28-17 Super Bowl victory over the New Orleans Saints. Valiant effort for the Saints, but we absolutely deserved it. I was really expecting to have to play another season to even make the Super Bowl, but we made it here at 10-6. Another weird bye week. I don't know if the AFC is just weaker in this scenario. I mean, I guess to be fair, in real life, especially with the Buccaneers emerging out of nowhere here, I would say it's pretty safe to say the NFC is a decent bit better, probably about 1 to 2 teams better in the elite category than the AFC side, but 10-6 bye week twice. That is just something you don't expect to see. Who was the MVP of the game? It was Mr. Case Ellis. 3 touchdowns, 0 picks, just under 70% completion, 266 yards. It feels weird. It feels wrong to rob Derek Carr of his position. I think he's a great guy in real life, but at the end of the day, we did what we felt was best for the team. We cut ends on a very expensive contract. We started a quarterback with much more potential, considering he's younger, faster, and his ratings weren't too much worse. And these receivers, they showed up. That wide receiver we drafted just last draft, or this most recent draft, really good player. Probably should have been on the podium there. Really good stuff. Let's take a look at the comparisons. Of course, once again, did Ellis even have a single turnover in the postseason? I don't think he did. Even in the first sim against the Dolphins, I don't think he did. Josh Jacobs did fumble. Only his longest run was 10, so a very earned 5.3 yards per carry this game. Alec Ingold had 6 for 24. They seen Philip Lindsay's 4 for -1, and they were not having it, so they handed it off to the fullback, and it kind of worked out. Willis Randall, possession monster today. Henry Ruggs, yards after the catch type of player. Let's take a look at the defensive side of things. Max Crosby and Clellan with Mullen on a cornerback blitz, one would expect. Picked off by Corey Littleton. Zane Gonzalez missed a field goal, which is not good because it was only 30-39. You can't be missing field goals like that. Of course, it's all over. It's all said and done now since we already won, but you can't be doing that. We'll show you guys we didn't cheat, and we will hop out of this one. This was a super success and one of my shorter recording time rebuilds, so shout out to the freaking Las Vegas Raiders. Gotta love it. The Raiders pillage. Okay, dude. That's what we're doing these days. Wait, what was the Broncos' record? I thought it was 0-16 for some reason. But let's take a look at that postseason. See, we did have a duplicate there, but we know what happened there. The game screwed us and didn't let us go to OT. Smoked the Bills. Very close matchup at the end there for the Dolphins. Did pretty damn well throughout the first 3 quarters against the Saints. Well, second and third, early fourth, but they kind of made a late comeback. But a really good, solid playoff run, and ultimately a solid Super Bowl franchise rebuild. This is what the roster looks like to end it. Josh Jacobs, how good is Josh Jacobs? He had at least go up a speed, right? Did not. Wow. The Excel, I really do not remember. It was either 90 or 91. Super truck, stiff arm tank, decent juke move, I suppose. What's his abilities? I would assume probably like inside zone thingy. Yeah, inside zone guru with bulldozer. Willis Randall already an 85 overall out the gates. Not bad. Medium and deep route running are not great. Short route, once again, beast. Got a speed upgrade on the season, probably an agility or 2. Max security. Yeah, he's just a possession monster. And hell, sometimes that's all you need. Offensive line turned out pretty damn good. Obviously, a few more seasons to look even better. Brody Morrison, almost 88 overall. Solid player, coverage monster. Just a lockdown coverage linebacker. Max Crosby turned out okay, 88 overall, 90 finesse. 88 overall at 25 is not bad. About to get a huge contract as well. And then Damon Arnett kind of surprised us a little bit. Young still, really good man corner, and boom, there you go. Clellan Farrell probably on the way out, but overall this team is great setup for the future. They already won a Super Bowl here, and things could not look any better. So that's it from me. If you guys enjoyed the video, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. And like I said, maybe check out the second channel for the second channel PKR Plays for the Animal Crossing episode 5, I believe it is now, coming up a few hours from now. So anyways, regardless if you do those things or not, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. And hopefully you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!